guys, welcome to today's Daily Dose of Awesome. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Brandy Shaver and I'm an Invictus member here with Elite Marketing Pro. And in fact, I built my first six-figure income using the strategies that they teach. And so this is a pretty near and dear topic to my heart. But when you're coming in, comment who you are, where you're coming in from so I can say hello. Today's lesson is on how you can substantially make more money in your life. And we've got a bunch of people, looks like, coming in. Hi guys. Hi Holly. Hi Katrina. So Daily Dose of Awesome is your live 15 minutes of inspiration, motivation, and education to get your day started right. Hi Courtney, Frida, Suzanne. It's like hanging out with some of my bestest friends. Hi Terry. Nice to see you as well. So I've got my notes here to keep us on track because sometimes I like to ramble. So I want to make sure that we are staying on topic. So, of course, if you guys want to know what we do here at Elite Marketing Pro, there's going to be a link in this. You're gonna be able to click on that and get the information that I was able to create six-figure income with as well, but not before that you actually watch this live. So hi guys, let's see who we've got. Larry, Curtis, awesome. Nice to see all of you coming in. Perfect, Melinda. Great. Pennsylvania, how's the weather out there? Ohio, Curtis. Weather is crazy these days. So it's been super warm here in Utah. It rained. We don't have any snow. It's kind of crazy. I live in central Utah. Hi, Emily. Thanks. Thanks for that. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is, well, if you're coming in and you're watching the replay later, make sure you drop a replay so that I can come back in and say hello. And then for those of you that want to share this, we can give you a share shout out, which is kind of cool. So if you share while we're on live, we can give you a shout out as to how that works. So, all right, so we're going to get into this topic really quick because I know you guys are super busy and you are excited about getting your shot in the arm to get your business going, moving in the right direction. And I'm way grateful that I have the opportunity to share with you once again. Way excited that they've asked me to share with you. So, hi EJ, nice to see you. Hi Danielle, nice to see all of you. Okay, cool. So we're going to talk about the only way that you can actually make substantially more money in your life. All right. So how many of you know how to do that already? I want you to drop a comment down below if you know. Hi, Anel. Yeah, Anel. Nice to see you. Sorry. My daughter stepped on my glasses last night, so I can't see very good. All right. So drop a comment if you know how to substantially make more money in your life right now, if you have a plan. And if you don't, then I want you to drop a number one, letting me know that you'd like a plan, right? Because that's what we're going to go over today. So when I got started as an entrepreneur, it's probably been, I don't know, it feels like 100 years ago in traditional business. Hi, Wanda. And I'll get into that in a second, like traditional business and all of that stuff. But when I got tired of doing that, I kind of went into the network marketing industry. So I want you to drop me a 2 if you're in network marketing, okay? Now, if you're not in network marketing, that's okay. Drop me a 3. I'm just curious as to where everybody kind of fits, right? I want to, all right, Curtis, awesome. Curtis has shared, way to go. Okay, cool. Curtis Autry, is that how you say your last name? Awesome. Okay, so some of you are in network marketing, some of you are not, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. Either way, this is going to be great information for you to build your business. But I really am just curious as far as like network marketers compared to not network marketers, who's kind of on this live. Now, when I enrolled in network marketing, I quickly enrolled about 23 people, okay? And I went to work, just helping those people enroll more people. And my first couple of months, I made a pretty healthy 5-figure income about in the first 8 months, okay? And one particular weekend, I'll never forget it. I was headed to Lubbock, Texas. Do you guys know where Lubbock, Texas is? Drop me a number 3 if you know where Lubbock, Texas is, okay? It's kind of an oil town. It's kind of a rough crowd, depending on how you look at it, especially for a small town girl from Utah, right? And so I headed to Lubbock, Texas. It's actually 15 hours from here one way, okay? I was headed there to do some meetings. Thanks, Cassie. Nice for the comment. But yeah, so Curtis, you've heard of it, right? Okay. So it's forever away, 15 hours one direction, right? And so I jumped in my car, left my family, got babysitters on no sleep, just headed out there to do meetings, right? Because that's how I was building my network marketing business. And when I got there, not one meeting happened, okay? Now, this is the kind of stuff that used to put me into tears, right? Because I had left my family. I had 6 kids, and at that time, all of them were still home. I have 3 in college now, but 3 at home. So they were all home. I'd left my family, and my husband works. So, I was either had my nanny or, one of my family members with some of the kids or, whatever. You guys that have kids know how that works, right? Anyway, so I drove all the way home. Of course, probably cried 10 of the hours on the way, right? Well, the silver lining, because I built my business, my network marketing business, and enrolled those 23 people. When I got home, those 23 people had enrolled 22 people, which kind of took the sting out of driving 15 hours one way, right? So that's 30 hours both directions. It kind of took the sting out of it. My check went up. I had some people that, that enrolled, so I got some bonuses, right? So now the problem was in the way that I thought about this, all right? So my success depended on, this is what I thought, my success depended on my company, my products, and the people that I enrolled, okay? Now, while this is part of the overall equation, how many of you feel this way right now? Okay, drop me a number 4 if you feel this way right now, that your business depends on the opportunity you're in, whether it's network marketing or whatever, your product, or your the people that you work with, or enrolling in your team if you're in network marketing. Now, my business started to go backwards, okay? This is the sad part of this, is it started to go backwards because I was only building traditionally, and I had ran out of my warm market, right? And so I ended up prospecting in malls, restaurants, stocking waitresses, all that crazy stuff, right? So we're getting some number 4s, awesome. And this didn't work for me. Cold prospecting just did not work for me. I'm really good at what I do. I can get your name and your number and where you live. The problem is people don't know, like, and trust you. Okay. So that the know, like, and trust you factor is a real thing. Okay. And we don't really have the opportunity to spend all this time building relationships with people that we don't really know, right? That just live 2.5 hours from me. Cause that's the closest place that even has waitresses, because I live in a town of 5,000 people. Hi, Jenny. Nice to see you. And so this didn't work for me. My business started to go backwards. I was desperate. I was stalking waitresses. I was the one at the parties, trying to network, but I was doing it all wrong. Cause I'm very upfront. So I'm just I don't get why you don't get this, right? So I had a lot to learn. Okay. How many of you have had a lot to learn building your business, regardless if it's network marketing or whatever it is you're doing? Drop me a number 5 down below, or give me a fist bump, right? Because this ended me up searching for a different way to build my business. 6 kids, live in a really small town, like I said, and I needed a way to build from home, right? And so I started searching on how to do this, how to figure this out. And I landed in a funnel that said the 5 lies you've been told about network marketing. All right. So we're getting some 5. A lot of you have experienced that too. Awesome. So I landed in a funnel. Okay. And for those of you that don't know what a funnel is, again, check out the link that's going to be in this title or in this video somewhere that you can click on it, and it will give you the information about Elite Marketing Pro, what we do here, what we teach. And what's really cool about that is that I ended up in mentorship and I was looking for. And what I discovered was that my success was not about my opportunity. It was not about my products. And it wasn't necessarily the people I enrolled in my business, right? So what happened for me to go from 0 to 6 figures in less than 11 months? Can anybody guess? Comment down below if you know what happened for me to go from 0 to 6 figures from the minute I knew about Elite Marketing Pro to 6 figures 11 months later. How many of you know what happened? Okay, I want you to comment down below if you know what happened, okay? Because instead of a ground floor opportunity or a magic system or a magic button, right, that a lot of us are looking for, I thought it was what I figured out was for me that your success lies inside of you, okay? It has nothing to do with Elite Marketing Pro. It has nothing to do with, your company or your business or whatever, your success is all about you. Okay. And that's it. You are the only one that can make this work, right? Yep. Some of you know the answer, which is the discovered attraction marketing. Yes, that made a huge difference. But we're going to get into this a little bit more. So it's not the magic button. It's not the systems. It's not the opportunities. I wanted to find a way to get rich that catered to my weaknesses. Okay. So how many of you want to be rich, but you don't want to do the work? Okay. Now I know a lot of us do, right? If I could just eat bonbons and lay on the couch and be a billionaire, that would be awesome, right? However, the only way that's going to happen is if you have money given to you or, some other way that you get money without working for it. Yes, Jenny, we stand in our own way too much. Personal development. These are all great things. You guys are almost right on the head of what's happening, okay? So, I didn't want to have to do the work required to be a serious earner in my business and become the person I needed to become to be capable of those results. All right. So there's some growth, like Suzanne is saying, there's some growth, personal development that has to happen for you to become the person that can get results, right? Webinars. Yep. All of these are things that happened that are part of the success, but ultimately it's you deciding. Yep. Jan, automation as well. So what I realized is what I have learned with mentors here at Elite Marketing Pro is the only way to make substantially more money in life is to increase your personal value to the world. All right. So you have to increase your personal value to the world. Now I have a question. How many of you have heard this from maybe your upline or, a mentor or, whatever, that your check is a direct reflection of the value you provide to others? Okay. I want you to drop me a 6 down below if you have ever heard that. All right. Now, this used to make me really angry. Okay. Because if you're working your butt off like I was and driving all over and trying to help all these people build their business and, all this stuff, it's going to sting a little, right? You're going to be like, yeah, I'm working my tail off and I'm getting nothing, right? I'm getting nowhere, right? So this really used to make me want to punch people that said it, honestly. All right. And until I started to understand it. So this is what I want to share with you guys. Human society has a very simple tool called money that we use, right, to communicate the relative value of something from a cup of hot chocolate. So I've got my hot chocolate here, right? So relative value from a cup of hot chocolate to a laptop, to the house I live in, or whatever. It also decides how much a particular wage is for a job or an action. All right. So it decides how much everything is worth. This dictates how much money that you make according to these 3 factors. And this is where your life will change if you understand this. Okay. Number 1, how many people can do the particular job that you do? All right. So competition, right? So how many people can do it? Number 3, the expertise or the skill level, the amount of specialized education that it takes. Hi, Tara. Nice to see you. And 3, the amount of people that your work will benefit or what's known as leverage. Okay, now I wanted to word that very carefully because that is very important to get that down. The amount of people your work will benefit or what's known as leverage. Okay, so that's, for example, I'm going to give you an example so you guys can get this, all right? 3 reasons why waitresses, janitors, people in maybe at a coffee shop or whatever, they don't make very much money. Number 1, there's an endless supply of people that can do this job. Okay, so there's no competition really. Well, there is competition, so there's an endless supply. All right, number 2, it doesn't require any specific skill. You don't have to go to school to, make coffee or be a waitress. Now, is it hard work? Yes. Okay, I've actually done it, so I'm not disking on, these service jobs. This is just for an example, okay? But it doesn't require any specific education or specialized skill other than maybe people skills, all right? And carrying a lot of food at once. Number 3, you can only serve 15 to 20 people at any given time, so there's no leverage, right? So that's why you don't make as much money as a waitress as you do as, we're going to talk about the next thing, which is what I did in my traditional business, okay, was I was a hairdresser. Okay, now competition, a lot of people can still do this job, right? It's pretty simple to get into school. It's 2,000 hours here in Utah. There's kind of a skill and there's kind of not. It's just going to kind of depend on, where you're at in whichever state. But there's absolutely no leverage in this. Okay, so I made between about 50,000. Hairdressers make anywhere between 50,000 and 600,000 a year, depending on their skill level, and we're going to talk about in a second. So, but physically, I could only do a certain amount of people per day, right? And so it depends on my skill level to bump up what I'm making an hour or making, per client or whatever. And as you become more skilled, like if you're a platform artist, right? They pay you more money, right? If you're more skilled in color, those kind of things, they pay you more money, right? Now, the third example is a brain surgeon. Okay, he makes $1 million a year. The competition, there isn't much competition as a brain surgeon, right? Not many people like it or want to do it or can be a brain surgeon, right? How many of you agree? How many of you want to be a brain surgeon, right? Is there a lot of competition as a brain surgeon? Drop a no if you agree, right? Number two, the skill level is pretty incredible. 12 plus years, okay, specialized brain surgeon. And number three, there's absolutely no leverage in this at all, right? You can only work at one brain at a time. You can't even work on one brain and then do another brain while this brain is sitting, right? Like you can as a hairdresser. You can only do one brain at a time, right? So there's no leverage. So this is what I want you to do. If you have a piece of paper somewhere close by or a note or whatever, if you have a note on your computer, pull it up and I want you to write down somewhere how many business partners you want to grow in the next 30 days. So whether you're in network marketing or whatever business you're doing, maybe it's affiliate, right? How many business partners that you want to enroll in your business in the next 30 days. So write that down. And then I want you to write underneath that, how much money do you want to make in the next 30 days? Okay, so the amount, like the actual amount, okay, dollar amount, how much do you want to make, right? And then somebody give me a thumbs up when you've got that done. Okay? It's going to be good. Are you guys excited about this? All right, so Nicole, she's got 20. Okay, 20 down, business partners, 20 in the next 30 days. How about money? Okay, we're getting some thumbs up. Everybody got it down? I want you to take a massive X and put it right through the middle of it, okay? Now you're going to be like, what the crap was the point in that, right? Because this is what I want you to focus on to make this happen. You got to increase your value to the world. If your goal is to build a successful business in any niche, the skill needed is how to sell. Okay, now I'm not talking about the sleazy salesman, right? Like down, at the car salesman, right? I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is a way to attract them to you by using a system that you can do. And again, hint, it's in the link in the title up above this, or somewhere in this video. This is the skill or ability to attract them to you and take them through a process to purchase your product or service because they want to. Okay? Now, what was the key words there? Right? So what was the key word? Does anybody know? Drop it down below if you heard the key words. Purchase your product or service because they want to. It's they want and to. They want to, right? It's not because you coerced. It's not because you talked them into it. It's not because you begged. It's because they want to, right? So the bottom line, what I want you to take from this training is this, all right? If you want to make more money, you have to make yourself more valuable, all right? So to do this, the fastest way to do this, obviously, is to invest in yourself, okay? Now, the most successful entrepreneurs that I have seen, hung out with, and studied under, they have the biggest bank accounts and the biggest business. They also have the biggest library, okay? They also spend the most money on personal growth, no matter where they are in their business, right? So some of them, started out really small and that was their main focus was personal growth, personal growth, personal growth. And it doesn't matter where they are, multiple $1 million earners are spending hundreds, if not millions of dollars a year on personal development, right? And what they're doing is pushing their skill set and continue to push that skill set forward over and over and over. And the reason why they do that is because they have to have more value for others to follow them, right? So when you do this, you gain more skill, which makes you more valuable and creates more money and more leverage in your life. So once you figure this out, this will be the turning point in your business. This was also the turning point in mine, right? When I started to give value and increase my value, okay, now I understand when somebody says to me, your check, the money you make is reflective of the value you give to the world, whatever niche, right? So you guys, I was way excited to share this training with you. I hope that helped. If there's someone else that needs to hear this message, make sure you share this with them, as well as, add your link. And again, if you don't know what Elite Marketing Pro does, or what we're about, there's going to be a link in this video. It's going to be an actual boot camp that you can go through, and it teaches you how to build your business and how to attract people to you so that you're no more chasing or stalking people to buy from you, to buy your products and services. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Did you read more? What did you do? Sadie, awesome. All right, guys, great, perfect. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.